What's going on YouTube? King Yoshi here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Talks. Now, today I have quite a few things I want to talk about. Actually, I think I have like 4 or 5 things on my list today. Not really any like huge drama or anything, but definitely some things I want to talk about. I'm not going to be talking about the Doja Cat situation here, as I don't feel like it's my place to talk about that. Although, if you really want to know what I think, I mean, just look at context here. There's no proof of much other than that, she was saying certain things in a chat room that, yeah, she shouldn't have been saying, but you need to look at the context of the chat room and understand that this happens all over the internet anyway. And again, it kind of goes against it just depends on, I don't know. Like I said, it's really not my place as like a white male to be commenting on this. So I'm just not going to, even though I've commented on it enough as it is. But I do want to talk about homeowner associations. Now, if you don't know what a homeowner association is, it's essentially a group of people, I believe assigned by a city or community, that essentially owns a bunch of houses in a area, in a community, that they have total control over. They can say, whether or not you can put something up on your lawn, how you should cut your lawn, your driveway, what's inside your house, etc. And the purpose is really to keep up the property values of a house and have like some sort of system that allows these people to be punished, potentially evicted if they violate their homeowner association rules. It's a pretty decent system sounding, I guess, on paper, but in practice it does some horrible shit. Like for example, in California, we have a lot of seniors graduating. This is kind of the graduation season for especially high schools. So we're seeing people find new ways to graduate during these pandemic times, right? So students in California were putting up these yard signs on their houses or on their lawns, showing that, hey, this is me, I graduated, right? And one of the students was talking about how it's cool to see who was graduating from what school and all that jazz, right? Well, a homeowners association rather, in California actually went around and removed those signs from the yard, and they're refusing to comment on their decision, which, I mean, come on, dude. Clearly, in stupid shit like this happens all over the world. Or rather, all over the US. I think this is only a thing in the United States. It happens all over the US. Homeowners associations are just a group of, like, old retirees who have nothing better to do with their time, so they're just like busybodies and they want to make trouble. They want to pick a fight for the hell of it. And it's really unfortunate because, again, a homeowners association is great in practice, keeping up the property value of properties, right? But I mean, situations like these just goes to show how they're usually nothing but toxic for a community, especially when it's full of old people who just don't have anything better to do with their time. So yep, that's pretty much what's going on with homeowners associations. I saw that one on Reddit, and I thought I wanted to talk about it because it's not really a problem that people think about, but I think it causes more issues than people like to lead on, especially, with petty things like that, right? Ooh, here's a fun one that has been up for a couple of days. I didn't really want to talk about it in the last video. I could have, but I just didn't feel inspired to talk about it then, but thankfully, I do now. Judge rules that FBI cannot even look at your phone's lock screen without a search warrant. Now, the reason I didn't want to talk about it before is because really, I mean, obviously, yeah, that's yeah, great. Why wouldn't we be excited about that? But I failed to realize that this whole situation here is really a sign that we're definitely leading to less invasion of privacy. In a cybersecurity sense, right? So cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing industries in the United States, obviously. It's a great time to invest in that market because it's growing every day. Information is becoming critical to protect, so especially when, it's all being stored online, right? So I think, part of an issue a lot of people have with their phones is that, the FBI, at any point, you would never know, have access to your phone. And we're assuming Apple or Google or Samsung is selling our information to the United States government or whatever, right? But now they really can't do that at all. It would be illegal. The organization would be sued. It would not be great if they were to do that. So that's fantastic. I didn't really look into the article. I don't know if this was a Supreme Court judge, if this is like a federal thing. In any case, so I mean, and it's not law. So technically, you know, the FBI could, in theory, invade someone's phone and take their information, and if that person chooses not to press charges, then they can just do it. So as long as the person doesn't find out, there's really no accountability there. But it's a step in the right direction, I feel, nonetheless. What is this next one? I remember this one. This one's a bit of a meme. Air Force removes height limit on pilots. All you short people out there can now join the Air Force, which is really dope. I think, you know, more people can protect and serve, but I just thought it was funny that that was one of the top, you know, voted news stories of, you know, the day before I recorded this. Nonetheless, I believe I have one more big topic that showed up today. Oh, here we go. So, it's Memorial Day weekend. For me, right now, today, it's Memorial Day. I know for you guys, it's 2 days after, but right now, as I'm filming this, it is Memorial Day. So we're just coming off of Memorial Day weekend. Now, what people are seeing is that there were, you know, certain places were opening back up. There are now been, like, reported large crowds at, beaches and parks, which is, you know, we'll see if that led to more spread of the coronavirus, but, I mean, come on. I understand that things are opening back up, and I understand that you want to go do these things, but like here's the deal. I am in favor of reopening the country, but not like that, right? I want people to be able to get done what they need to get done, like go to work, get their exercise, you know, and especially healthy people. You know, obviously if, you know, you're immune compromised or whatever the hell the phrase is, right? Stay home. But I believe healthy people should be able to go out and, you know, still being careful about what they're doing, still trying to stay away from large gatherings of people. But that's just not what's happening here. And especially not for entertainment purposes, obviously, right? I find this to be really stupid because it's a very selfish thing, right? You know, yes, healthy people should be able to go out, but when you think about it, the more you're spreading the virus amongst yourselves it creates less of, or it makes it less likely that people who have immune troubles or people who are going to die from this virus are going to be able to leave their houses anytime soon. It's very selfish of these people, I think. But to each their own. I mean, obviously we can't really change people, you know. I just wish that people thought more about others, and that goes on a grander scale in every situation, right? I feel like most of the world's problems are due to selfish people, you know, corporate America, that's a, you know, money problem. All these businessmen just want all the money, they don't really care about you, they care about your dollar. You know, things like that. I think this is a great place to start practicing selflessness in that regard, you know, and like... For me personally, I don't understand how people could even be selfish like that. I am happy when I help others. I feel bad when I'm selfish. When I know I'm being selfish, I feel bad. And yes, that is an issue. You know, you shouldn't always feel bad when you're doing something for yourself rather than for the good of others, right? Because there are some situations where self-care in that regard is really important, right? But sometimes you also need to help other people. We are the human race. You know, we are separate people, but we all fall under the same category of being humans, and we should help each other to grow and thrive rather than, you know, like fight or die or whatever type of bullshit philosophy people are using, you know? So that's just what I think about this whole situation. I wish people were more careful. And the whole masks thing, I don't even want to get into that because I know it's just going to make me mad. First of all, especially when it comes to grocery stores, they're private companies. They can enforce whatever rule they want on you, and you will have to abide or leave their store, okay? Sure, you can protest, and some people are protesting, and you know what? Do I think it's stupid? Yes. Is it fine? Not really, especially when they're doing it in large gatherings like they are, but again, you can have your opinion, buddy, but this is a private company, and sure, yes, I don't know, the federal government still has some jurisdiction there, but I don't think the federal government's gonna help you out here. Just kind of a tidbit tip for you there. But, oh, jeez, man. Those people make me mad. Those people make me mad, but you know what? Whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's topics, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys Friday on another episode of Minecraft Talks. Peace out.